Yes, welcome everyone here to our ambassador profile here on SMASH FM. And of course, let's turn our attention to hockey in particular and speak to one of our favourite hockey clubs, and that is the Mentone Hockey Club, and speak to one of our ambassadors. And of course, our player sponsor again in 2020, even though their season is cancelled for 2020, but of course, we get her again in 2021. Of course, her name's Gracie. She joins us right now. Thanks, Gracie, for joining us.
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
Tell us how you got involved in hockey and why did you choose the sport?
Well, my mum used to play hockey when she was younger, so ever since I'm young, I started playing hockey when I was 4. I've grown up playing with my siblings, so it's kind of just been a thing we do with our family, and yeah.
What position do you play on the field? And if you had a preferred position where you love to be playing on the field, where would that be?
Well, I'm a defender, so I love anywhere in the back line, the half line, especially in the centre defence, which is always fun.
Of course, what will be some highlights throughout your hockey journey so far?
I think when I was 16, I was selected to play for the All-Australian Schoolgirl team. So we travelled all of South Africa, which was so incredible to do at such a young age, and it's really opened my eyes up to what hockey is, especially playing over in the international level.
And is that something you want to do to represent Australia for the Hockey Roos sometime down the track?
Yeah, obviously, like it's been my dream. Well, obviously most hockey players dream when they're younger. They look up to all the older hockey roos, and you just want to be them and do what they do. And yeah, I think having the experience of already playing overseas, it really motivates me to go further.
Your team have made numerous grand finals and didn't quite get there. I think you were injured in the year that the team made the grand final on one of them. For you, how frustrating was it to not be there and play some sort of role in the grand final for your team about a couple of years ago?
I think this team has been growing for a long time, so we know how each other play and know that we can win the grand final. However, the past couple of years we just haven't been lucky and haven't been able to get the win. But last year, making the grand final, being injured for most of the season, it was pretty hard, and now this year as well, hockey's kind of been cancelled for the whole season. So I guess next year we're working towards obviously trying to win the grand final finally.
Now you mentioned you play alongside your sister, who also is on the same team as well there at Mentone. Tell us a bit about your sister there and how special is it to play alongside her?
Well, Zara, my younger sister, she's 14, so she's quite young. She's the youngest in the team, or in the squad. But I think having a sister in the team, it's obviously a bit different, but we've been playing together since we were younger, and I think it's just really good to help her get the experience as well, especially because she's so young.
And what does the sport of hockey mean to you, and especially being there at Mentone?
Well, of course, Mentone is so welcoming down there. I've been there since I started hockey when I was 4 and still there to this day. I think growing up with, especially because I've been playing since I was young, growing up with the girls, watching the girls in the Premier League and wanting to be in that Premier League team has also, obviously it's a dream come true when you're younger, trying to play the highest league you can. So I think Mentone was a really good place for me to see that, because they have been so successful in the past couple of years.
Now, you would have played alongside some amazing Mentone hockey players throughout your time. Is there, I know you don't want to single anyone out, but is there maybe a top 5 players that you played alongside with?
In general? Well, at the moment, Amy Lawton is playing with the Hockey Roos, and so I've been playing with her since I've been younger. We've been in so many teams together. So I think it's really cool to watch her grow and also become very successful. I've also been lucky to train at the VIS with some of the girls there. So seeing their style of play and like the high intensity training has also been really helpful for my game. Ending at Mentone.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I used to watch like Rinny, Tegan Boucher, all them girls. When I was younger, ball kitting for their games. Now I finally get to play with them. And also like Jessie, she's played overseas, and Takara, she's played for Great Britain. Like it's just something that really opens your eyes up to different styles of plays, which is awesome.
Now, I've had a chance to interview one of those players you mentioned before, just recently, in Amy Lawton, who plays for your rival club in Southern United in the WPL season. I have to ask, and I actually never asked her this question. I'm going to ask this question to you. Have you tried to convince her to come to Mentone?
I think everyone would know that Amy would always stay with Southern. She's been there for a while. Same with Josie as well. So I think they're a bit out of bounds to come to Mentone. The rivalry, there's a bit of rivalry there, but yeah, they're still lovely girls.
And do you still stay in touch with especially with Amy?
Yeah, obviously Amy lives in Perth now, but when she's in Melbourne and like for state teams and stuff, you just see her around and like at the hockey centre, and yeah, always good to catch up with them.
Now, we mentioned about one thing you want to do is to play for the Hockey Roos. Do you have any more short or long-term goals in the sport of hockey for you?
I think a short-term goal for me from last season was to get my strength back because I was injured for the whole season. So I think it was to get back into 2020. Unfortunately, that's been pushed back another year, but it'd be awesome to try get play for the Victorian team for the older women and do like the league they have going on there, the Sultana Brand League, which is awesome. And yeah, I think just trying to be the best player I can be and get as further as I can is like the only thing I could ask for.
Now, you mentioned something you want to do is to play in the Hockey One League, the Sultana Brand Hockey One League for Hockey Melbourne. I guess, is that something you're hoping to do? Do you have a plan to hopefully get in there in the next couple of years?
Yeah, hopefully. It is very hard to get into that team. Obviously, there's so many talented players, but hopefully my time will come, and I just got to keep on working on my personal skills, my fitness, changing up my game, like learning different styles of games, and like you never know. Hopefully, something comes out of it.
Tell us a bit about your parents and your family. You mentioned that your family is a hockey family, as you mentioned before at the start. I guess how important have they been throughout your hockey journey?
Well, they're the people that used to take me to trainings and pay for my tournaments and pay for me to go overseas. So obviously they have been a big impact, but also they're very supportive of like me choosing hockey as a sport, because not many people would play hockey or take their kids to training all the time. But yeah, now I'm 18 though, I can drive myself to trainings and stuff. So mum is a bit shattered about that she can't come watch play hockey all the time, but yeah.
And of course, I have to ask this question, which is, what would be your advice to our listeners out there that should get involved in hockey, especially there at Mentone at the Sandpit, well, formerly the Sandpit?
Called Sandpit. I think growing up myself personally in Mentone Hockey Club, it's such a good culture down there. There's little Minky programs, age groups going up to 18 that you can play with, and then the women and senior teams. Like, it's awesome to play at Mentone.
Now, a little bit about you outside hockey now, Gracie. First question I'm going to ask you is favourite food?
Oh, I actually am loving salmon at the moment, bit of cooked salmon. Don't know why, but it's been my favourite food.
Favourite drink?
Orange juice with a little bit of cranberry juice as well. Have it with my breakfast, so that's very nice. Yes.
Favourite ice cream flavour?
Definitely cookies and cream. Definitely. Yeah.
Favorite colour?
Probably baby yellow. I love like the pastel tones. Don't know why, but yeah, they're quite nice.
Just going back to food for a moment, favourite takeaway?
Probably Chinese. Some Chinese. Yeah, that's always yum.
Of course, being in a footy state, favourite AFL team?
I'd go for St Kilda. Not a very popular team, but yeah.
Favourite destination that you have been to?
I'd probably say South Africa. Yeah, I really saw so many different cultures down when we went there, so it was awesome. I'd love to go back.
And a similar question, but this time that you haven't been to that you'll love to go back to, or like that you'll love to go to.
I'd love to go to the Maldives one day. I always say it on Instagram. I'm just like, I want to go there so bad. So hopefully when Corona ends, I can go there.
Do you have a favourite actor or actress?
Jennifer Aniston, probably.
Now, if you had a chance to meet her, what would be the first question that you would ask her?
I don't know. I'd probably freak out a little bit. Got a bit shy, but yeah, I don't know.
Favourite TV show?
This is probably a basic one, but I do like watching Love Island. Love Island UK, bit of reality TV.
Well, you answered about my reality TV show that you mentioned as one of my questions. So is that something you want to go into, like going to one of those reality TV shows like Love Island?
I don't think I'd be right for it. I probably embarrass myself when I go on there, so probably best not to go.
Fair enough. Favorite hobby outside of hockey?
Favorite hobby? This is a random one, but I have been starting to make my own tops with sewing machines. So that's probably because I'm bored though in isolation. But yeah, I've been doing that recently, which is kind of fun. Keeps me busy.
Which ones have you done so far?
I've just made a couple of just basic tops. Yeah.
Favorite music artist?
Probably at the moment, Frank Ocean. Bit of soothing songs. Yeah, I do like some of his songs. So yeah.
You mentioned that something you've done is sewing and all that with clothes. Is there a hidden talent that you didn't think you had?
Probably that. I didn't think I could make a top. I never would think I could make a top, but yeah, I don't have many secret hidden talents, unfortunately.
And two final ones before we let you go. Now, I understand you're also at uni, if I'm correct. Yeah. What are you currently studying at the moment?
So I'm studying a Bachelor of Arts, but I'm doing journalism and a few business subjects and also advertising. So yeah, it's quite broad range there, but hopefully something comes out of it.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, we might try and get you on our station then. More but by the sounds of that. And of course, we've got to finish up with this one last one, which is how special is to be a Smash FM ambassador?
Well, not many people get this opportunity. I think it's also very good to have someone support you. Obviously, through the past couple of years, we've been knowing each other. I think it's good to have that support and always know that, like, I don't know, people just want to like hear your story and get to know you, which is awesome.
Second part of that question, which is when you first heard it from myself last year that you're going to be our ambassador, what was your first impressions?
Well, obviously we were standing there and I was so shocked. I was like, what? No way. I didn't even think you were going to say anything, but yeah, it's awesome to have that opportunity. And I honestly wouldn't have thought it would have happened.
Well, Gracie, thank you so much for joining us. You're a fantastic defender, and obviously I've seen you play before you got your injuries, and And, we love having you as our ambassador. Hopefully we get to see you in person one-on-one again very soon on the playing field and playing for Mentone, and hopefully a premiership comes down at Mentone very soon.
Fingers crossed. Thanks for having me.
No worries, and that's Gracie Geddis from the Mentone Hockey Club, but of course in the Women's Premier League team. Of course, make sure you get down there and support the team, and of course, and support our Smash FM ambassador Gracie and her teammates. There's more on the ambassador profile right after this. Don't go away.